Oh. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is a video full of firsts. It's my first time speaking English on my YouTube channel. It's my first time I'm going to be blonde, and my first time baking on myself. So I'm very, very excited. As you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be recreating one of Kim Kardashian's blonde moments. I love it when she goes blonde because I think it's such a statement on her. I'm going to pop some of these blonde looks around here. You can see just now. It's a beautiful kind of makeup that she does when she does this blonde look. It's almost a very soft 90s glam, very soft and neutral, but still very done and perfected. Now, if you're thinking, Alev, where did you think of this random theme for yourself? It was actually one of my followers had sent me a DM and I was completely shocked when I opened the DM. It was a picture of me photoshopped with blonde hair. And I was like, oh my God, this actually looks really, really good. So then I decided to do a poll on my Instagram stories and ask you all what you thought of me being blonde looked like. And I couldn't believe the results. Here we'll put the results. From the story, from the poll, you can see that 70% of you said that I should go blonde. Now, I would love to go blonde, but obviously it's a very hard way to maintain your hair and it does damage your hair a little bit. So today I'm going to live the dream of my kind of blondness with my blonde wig here. And with the results that we got in, when you said 70% that you should go blonde, also so many comments came in saying, oh my God, you look like a part of the Kardashian family. Oh my God, you look like Kim Kardashian. A couple of you said Khloe Kardashian as well, but mainly it was Kim. So this really inspired me to create this video today, and I hope it's going to be a lot of fun. I have all my fave products here in front of me, so we can get started. Daphne is here. We went wig shopping together, so she knows how to tie up my own hair and also put this on, hopefully. So let's do this, and I can't wait to see myself blonde again.
Are you ready?
Ready. I'm going to go through a really ugly stage, by the way, when we put what is this called? Wig cap. Yeah, I look like an elf because my ears come out. We all got to go through an ugly stage to look pretty. This is what we got taught at the wig store, which is by Platin Peruk. I'm going to tag them. It's an amazing store. There's so many options of wigs. It's unreal, and they're so, so real. You're gonna see in a minute. Oh my God, don't look at me like this. We are ready. Woohoo! Whew. I wish my hair was this long all the time. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do my makeup like this. So what I need to do is I need to pin these two little pieces here and this side as well. Yes! Woohoo! I'm blonde. I am loving my blonde hair. It's such a big difference, obviously, and I love the length of this wig. It looks amazing. I'm so ready to get glam now. But first, I want to call my best friend in Scotland, Natasha, because she literally has been telling me to go blonde for such a long time. So let's just surprise her before we start the shoot and see what she thinks of me actually blonde looks like. I'm so excited.
Hi!
Tash! Do you like it?
I love it. What's all this about?
Oh my God, you said I should go blonde.
Alan, you gave me such a fright. I was like, what the hell?
I wanted to surprise you with my blonde hair.
You have.
What do you think it looks like?
Well, I love it. It looks amazing. Like the length, the colour, and the styling. Did you get it styled?
No, we just styled it here.
Wow, I love it.
It's amazing, right?
It is so
Oh my god, I want to be blonde.
So wait, what are you doing with that on? What for?
I'm doing a YouTube video just now. You're going to be on it. Say hi to everybody.
Oh, hi.
I'm recreating one of Kim Kardashian's looks when she wears blonde hair.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you can watch it next week on Sunday.
I love it. I love your skin just now. It looks amazing.
Really? I've got no makeup on yet.
Yeah, but I like your skin without makeup too.
Oh, thank you, Tash.
You're welcome.
Oh, everybody loved you so much on the vlog a couple of weeks ago. That's why I just wanted you to say hi to everybody and for you to see my blonde hair.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. So how long does shoot going to be?
It's going to be approximately about 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. What, filming you doing your makeup?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I miss speaking English so much, so it's so good that because I'm doing my first English video just now on my YouTube channel, so you can watch this in English when I load it up.
Yes!
Yay!
I was watching an English channel.
Yeah! Because you're always asking me what I'm saying in Turkish, so this video is going to be in English.
Oh, finally! Are you doing more videos in English?
Well, this is my first, and if everybody likes it, then we're going to do more English videos as well. Then you can understand.
Yay! I
Yeah.
love it.
But do you know what I feel like? I feel like I'm really nervous speaking in English because I'm so used to speaking my videos in Turkish now. So this is why it's really good for me to speak English with you just now, because then I can kind of get into the mood of speaking English for the video.
Yeah, but you speak good English anyway.
Yeah, but you know, living in a country for 5.5 years where I don't speak any English anymore, so it's good that I get to do practical with you over FaceTime.
Definitely, of course.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you my after. I'll send you a picture once I've done the video.
Oh my god, do so please. I love it. I love your hair. I love it.
Me too. Okay, Tash, take care and I'll send you a picture after I've done.
Okay, bye. I'll see you soon.
Bye. Oh my god, that was so lovely speaking with Natasha. She hates it when I call her Tash, so I'm going to call you Natasha. Her real name is Natasha. Anyway, so that was really good for me to speak English with her because obviously I've not done an English YouTube video in such a long time. Actually, I've never done one, but I've spoken English before on my Instagram. But moving to Turkey, and I've been here for 5.5 years, I don't get to speak English as often. I only speak English when I go and visit my family in Scotland or when I speak with my friends on FaceTime. And this is really, really needed because I don't want to forget the language that I was obviously raised with. So it's really good to do practical. Just like when I moved to Turkey, I needed to learn Turkish and do more practical. So I was speaking Turkish to everybody and reading and writing Turkish. So if you want to develop your English or another language, you can use Cambly, and we're really lucky that we have Cambly in this video sponsoring us, and I've also got a very special discount code for you so you can develop your English and do practical by speaking with the amazing people that are on 24/7 online on Cambly, and you can have a conversation with them just like how I had a conversation with Tash, and you can develop your practical speaking. I have a lovely surprise for you all. If you haven't tried Cambly yet, you can try Cambly application using my special code ALEVKİM. You can have a little free trial and see how it is. Amazing people to chat to online, and you can really feel much more confident as you develop your English, and you can feel like no embarrassment at all because obviously they are there to help you. So I definitely advise you to try it, and also maybe with my code there's going to be a special little discount there for you as well. Right, let's get started with the makeup. I'm so excited because I love a 90s glam. So we're going to go for a really neutral smoky eye, a full baked face with some contouring, and also a perfect nude lip. But first of all, before all this makeup, we need to moisturize. So I'm just going to use the Release moisturizer, one of my fave thicker formulas. So for this Kim K Glam, I feel like I need a fuller coverage on my face. So I'm going to use the Huda Beauty, and I've got the color in Shortbread. So I've never used this formula on myself before. I have used it on a client because this was her preferred formula. So this is my first time actually going to use it on myself, but it is a very full coverage. So I've got 2 pumps here, and if it gets too thick for me, I'm going to use a little bit of Face and Body to shear down the formula. Now last night I was up thinking, how am I going to do this makeup? Mario style or Kim K style? So I've kind of got techniques from both of them. I'm going to mix it up with my own techniques as well, and hopefully bring you all that glam. So just to spread out the full coverage, I'm going to use like a flatter brush, almost like a kabuki brush, like this. You can also use a sponge as well. Whoa, that is full coverage. Amazing. And look, I've got 2 pumps here and I've only used half a pump. Just gonna go over the whole face because Kim always has that perfected skin. Everything is flawless. I also watched her video for when she did her own makeup for Vogue, and she always says that she really likes to start from a clean canvas. So this is why I went in with the full coverage. Today I'm gonna live the dream of being a part of the Kardashian family. I'm so excited. Whoa, that is the fullest foundation I've ever used in my life. Amazing. That's just 2 pumps all over the face. So now we're going to move on to eyebrows because Kim has beautiful structured eyebrows. She's lucky because she has amazing eyebrows and lashes. I don't, so I do need to give a little bit more definition. Because I also have the blonde hair today, I need to go a little bit lighter in my eyebrows. I'm going to use Omega from MAC on my eyebrows first, just to fill in the empty spaces. Now Kim tends to have a structured and a natural brow. It's like the perfect brow. So I'm gonna just shape my eyebrows and lift them, make them a little bit more arched. Okay, so you can see how I've got that little bit more of a fluffier start to my eyebrow. Now I'm just gonna fill in the arch using Benefit's brow pencil in number 3. It's a really fine pointed pencil, which is perfect just to lift the arch here. Just want to show you the difference between the one with the no arch and the arch, so you can see it really lifts the eyebrow. So you can see this side is just with eyeshadow and it's more fluffier, and this side is with eyeshadow and pencil. So this is the more structured look that I want to go for, so I'm just going to quickly complete this side as well. So I have my skin and my brows done. Well, skin, we still need to get on to contouring baking, which is what we're going to do right now. I'm really excited because I love Kim Kardashian's looks, especially the ones that, you know, she does for red carpet. I think they're like 100% perfected. Obviously Mario's magical touch, but even her makeup that she does on herself really has that, you know, perfection on her face. She loves a good coverage, so I'm going to use her Bake, Conceal and Brighten formula. These are 3 of her products from her KKW Beauty collection, and it is in 3 parts. So we're going to use part 1. First of all, she loves to do a little bit of baking underneath the eyes, so let me get my mirror. This is her concealer in number 2. Before she starts off with any eye makeup, she really likes to brighten underneath her eyes. And this is the special formula that she has invented for her Armenian dark under circles underneath her eyes. So she really does place a thick amount underneath her eyes. And I don't ever do this. I usually do my eye makeup first, then I do my concealing. So this is something completely different for me. And then she does this area here. So I do look a little crazy just now, but we're going to really press this into the skin. So she loves using sponges. I have Gurkem's little sponge here, and also we're going to wet it. I believe that this is the best way to press in such a thicker concealer underneath your eyes. I think brushes just leave too much of a thick texture underneath the eye. So we're going to really press this in with the wet sponge. You can see how flawless it makes you underneath your eyes. If you can't get a hold of this concealer, then you just want to use something thicker like the L'Oreal Infallible concealer, but just make sure that your sponge is wet, because with the amount of concealer that we're applying, you really don't want it to sit heavy. This just really allows it to melt into the skin. Now, contouring has been around for a long time, but I think Kim Kardashian and Mario, they're such a good team together that they really have brought out contouring in a really trending way. I'm not really into the whole drawing over the face and making lines, but today I'm going to do it for the first time on myself. I usually prefer to take my contouring, highlighting and just kind of brush it onto the face, but it's going to be my first time ever actually drawing it onto my face. I'm sure Mario doesn't do it this way. I think he prefers more professional techniques with actually putting it onto his hand and then putting it onto his face, but I'm going to actually go in by drawing it. So let's see, let's hope I can blend it all out. I'm using the Smashbox step-by-step contour stick, and I think this just comes in one color. Yeah, just contour. Just slimming down the cheek and the jawline, and also a little bit in here. A little bit down the middle of the nose, on the sides. Yes, I'm ready to get blending. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Brush because I think it's a perfect size just to buff out the contour. If you're doing this for the first time on yourself, I do advise that you don't let your foundation to dry so much, because then you can really blend it in. But because this Smashbox pencil is really blendable, it actually makes it quite easy. Okay, so I've contoured my face. You can see the edges getting a little bit more sharper. So now we're just going to buff out the lip and the nose. I've just moved on to a smaller brush. Just shading underneath the lip, you can see how it just volumizes the lip. And then also we're just going to diffuse this contour. It's really handy to have a brush like this that's double-sided. Kim actually has a brush like this in her collection, but this is the one from Naskita, which I think is the double of that brush. So if you can find this brush, then it's amazing. It doesn't have a number on it, but we'll try and put it in here somewhere. And then just to lift the nose, we're just going to buff out the contour at the very end. So it looks very harsh just now, but once we set everything, everything is going to be softer. And I love when Kim does this smoky in between with the eyebrow here. I think it looks so beautiful and it gives a really sultry look to the makeup. So we're going to add this blend in here. And anytime you mess up your contour too much, just take a little bit more of your concealer and place it in the middle. We're going to make our nose so thin that it doesn't look like we're breathing. And she just always buffs everything really, really well in. Does my nose look skinny? If you can still see my nose, then it's not skinny enough. Perfect. And then once I smile, also my nose gets a little bit wider, so we're just going to put a little bit of the contour on the edges. I think it's really hard to find a good contour color, and this one I'm really, really happy with, the Smashbox pen. And also the Huda Beauty one, the Tantor one in Fair, is a really good color. Okay, perfect. So we're nearly there with our contouring and highlighting. Now we're going to use Kim's powder. This is the special formula that she has made to set her concealer underneath her eye. Let me just see if I've got enough concealer, because once you set it, you can't go back again and do another layer. So I'm just going to do a little bit more here. Now you must think, oh my God, how many layers of makeup do you have on? But you really need this for that ultra glam skin. This is the thing I don't like about baking, is that once you do the baking and once you set it, you can't go back in with concealer again. So you really have to brighten it at the start of the makeup. Yes. Now we're going to do our baking using Kim's powder. Just going to take a bit into our sponge, like a flat sponge like this. This is a sponge from Naskita. And then we're just going to fold it in like this so I can get into underneath my eyes. Now she really applies it generously where you can see the powder. And I think this is the special thing about baking, is that you just really let it sit on there and do its thing. You really have to leave a thick layer underneath your eyes if you want the proper way of baking. Like, you want to be able to see a thick layer of the powder. Is this suitable for day wear? I don't think so, because it really can be aging because it's very drying. But for a red carpet, for an evening makeup, for a special occasion, I think it's an amazing technique. Yes, so we set underneath our eyes. We're going to let that bake. And then what we're going to do now is we're just going to sharpen underneath our cheeks here. Like this. Just cleaning underneath the contour. Whew, I feel dry. Do I look like I've come out the oven? Cooking bread? Then we're on the right way. Let's just sit here as well. Okay, we've got our contouring and our baking done. I'm going to go over with bronzer as well just to deepen the contour, but just now we can move on to our eye makeup. So just before I start my eye makeup, I just press the powder onto my eyelids also, just to set the concealer that I went all over. Like this, so we can really blend our eyeshadows. So for the blonde hair, Kim always does this really neutral smoky eye. It doesn't have a lot of oranginess in it. It's a little bit more caramelly tones, which I also love. So we're going to use these colors here. And I also love this L'Oreal eyeshadow, which is a perfect caramel for underneath the eyes. So let's get started with our eye makeup. So first step is we're going to contour out the eye shape. So we're going to use a blending brush. This is the Kiko 56 brush. And I'm going to use MAC's Cork eyeshadow. And we're going to keep it really rounded through the crease. So with the inspiration looks that I've seen with the blonde hair, nothing is really structured. Everything is very diffused and rounded. So we're going to really go for a soft, round, smoky eye using these caramel colors. And Kim always does this little smoky area here, connecting the nose. So we're just going to deepen that up and really focus on the crease. I love the Kardashian family. I think they're so glam. Obviously, they have an amazing hand of help with their team, their glam guru team. But I mean, they can just really do dress up amazingly so well, better than anybody. And I think they just look so glamorous and luxurious at all events. So they are one of my biggest glam inspirations. Maybe if you really like this look, we can maybe do a Kylie inspired video. You can leave a comment below if you'd like to see more of me creating some celebrity looks. This is our first. Okay, so you can see I've really contoured out the eye shape. Now we're going to do the same thing underneath. We're going to give that little smoky caramel touch underneath the lash line. Just using this side of the brush. Again with the same eyeshadow Cork. Kim really suits that smoky lower lash line. Just really makes the eyes pop. It's also one of my favorite techniques when I'm doing a smokier eye, is to definitely complete the under eye. Can you see the difference between both sides? How this one looks a lot more bigger. Perfect. So with one color, just using MAC's Cork's eyeshadow, you can see that I've really contoured around my whole eye, and especially in this area here, which I think is a really technique that suits Kim's eyes and gives her that sexy definition. So now we're going to move on to the eyelid, and we're just going to make it a little pop of a tiny bit of a sheen just in the middle. So I'm just using Bobbi Brown's liquid eyeshadow just in the middle of the eyelid here. This look can look amazing matte or with a little bit of a sheen. I'm just going to go for a little bit of a sheen just to spice it up a little bit. So I just placed it in the middle of the eyelid. You don't want the sheen going everywhere, so we're just going to keep it really concentrated, and we're just patting that in on the eyelid. So I've added that soft sheen on my eyelid. I'm just going to set it with an eyeshadow. This is just a soft kind of champagne color, just using my fingers, like that. And now we're going to use a black pencil inside the waterline, just to give that really sexy Kim K look. I'm using my favorite black pencil from Smashbox, which is called Fishnet. It's the blackest and most waterproof formula ever. So I've just filled in really close to the water line, and you don't want the black to spill all over. So we're just gonna buff that in really close to the lash line. We don't want the black taking over that soft caramel color. Just diffusing the edges. I just love the fact that Kim says that she can sit in the chair for hours getting her makeup done, up to 5 hours. And doesn't get bored, but when she does her own makeup, she does it in 7 minutes. She says that she hates spending time blending when she's doing her own makeup, which is cool, I guess, when you don't have a lot of time. But then to be able to sit in a chair and wait for somebody to do your makeup for 5 hours is amazing, because really, like a makeup artist can then full beat the face because they have so much time. I guess it just depends for every occasion. They must spend much more time getting ready for important events. So my eyes are nearly done actually. I'm not going to do too much of a complicated look because with the blonde hair, Kim has always gone for that softer neutral eye as I mentioned. So we're just going to add a really nice lash onto this now. And I've chosen some lashes that look kind of similar to the ones that Kim wears. These are Naskita faux eyelashes, so they're going to look really amazing with this look. Kim has the most amazing eyelashes herself. Like literally they look like extensions. In some of her red carpet looks, she doesn't wear eyelashes, maybe just a couple of individual ones. But because her lashes are so amazing, she can really get away with just lots of mascara. I actually have one of her favorite formulas of mascara here, which I'm going to use after I've done the false lashes. Wow, you can see what a difference eyelashes make. Do I look like Kim? So this is actually one of Kim Kardashian's favorite formulas, the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lash Mascara. She also uses the Lancome Hypnose Mascara, but she says she likes mixing both of them. I don't have the Lancome one, so I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury one. This is an amazing mascara, really amazing for separating and also volumizing. So you can see how the lashes really mix up the look and makes it a lot more stronger. And the other thing I love about Kim's makeup is the fact that she really has amazing bottom lashes all the time, no matter what kind of eye makeup she's using. Obviously that's because she also has amazing eyelashes herself. I'm going to try and really now define my bottom eyelashes. And Kim usually has quite a messy bottom lash line, which I think really looks sexy on her. So I think this is one of the only times where it doesn't matter if you get your mascara everywhere. I love these eyes. Oh my God, they look so good. And we haven't even cleaned the face yet. So I'm just going to do one more last touch on the eyes. And I have MAC's Uninterpreted eyeshadow here. It's a really beautiful caramel color. And I'm just going to use that just to make it a little bit more richer through the crease here. I think this is a perfect color, smoky color for blondes. Just adds that warmth without the oranginess, keeping it more caramel. And we're just going to do one more layer underneath the eyes. Perfect. Lots of eyelashes, lots of caramel smokiness, and the eyes are complete. So let's move on to the skin again. So now what we need to do is we need to sweep off all this baking powder. So I've just got a really clean brush here, and we're just going to take away this excess powder that the skin hasn't absorbed. Perfect. Now you can see everything is a lot more smoother and everything is really set into place. So before I do my final highlight underneath my eye with Kim's finishing powder, I'm going to bronze up my face a little bit more. And for that, I've especially selected this Kiko bronzer, which is a little bit more caramel. And this one is called Warm Sienna. With Kim K's looks, I find that she doesn't wear any ready bronzers. It's all very caramel based. So if you're wanting that kind of caramel glam, then just keep away from red bronzers and go for this kind of more caramel orangier colors. So where we did our cream contouring, we're just going to go over everything with bronzing powder. So when you're contouring and baking, you really need to use two formulas. First of all, you do everything in cream and then you set everything in powder. So now we're going to use the last step of Kim's special formula out of the 3 products, and this is her Brighten powder, which she uses as her last touch underneath the eyes. So we're going to just take this onto the MAC 133 brush. You need to use something a little bit more smaller, and we're just going to use this to brighten it underneath here. And she says that this is her ultimate secret for her really bright underneath eyes. And I'm also just going to place the brightening powder just down the middle of my nose as well. And just on the tip of my nose to lift the nose up, and a tiny bit on the top of my lip. And also just to lift the edge of the eye up, I'm just using the brightening powder where the eye makeup just finishes off here, just to clean around the eyes. Perfect, so everything is much more lifted and brighter. Now we're nearly coming to the end of our full face of glam. What have we got left to do? We just have a little bit of highlight and obviously Kim's perfect nude lip. So let's see what I'm going to use. as a feeling on my face compared to the makeup that I usually do, it does feel a lot heavier. And usually I don't do such a matte base, but I can understand how well it can photograph because my skin looks completely flawless. So Kim isn't really much of a blush girl, so I'm going to do my lips first and see if we need a little bit of a blush just to brighten up my face. So I'm going to use the Kylie Dolce K lip pencil. And you know Kim likes a fuller pout, so I'm just going over my lip a little bit. Just keeping the middle of my lip without any lip pencil because I want to create kind of an ombre, like a bigger lip. So I'm just going to use my pinky finger just to smudge the pencil in. Oh, such a nice color. Now, with the nude lip on, I feel like I'm becoming a little Kardashian. Such a nice combination. So if you can't get your hands on the Charlotte Tilbury Kim K Rouge, Kim K lipstick, then you can try MAC's Angel, and also with Strip Down Pencil from MAC as well. Both of them make a very similar kind of combination to this, but the formula of this one is a lot more longer lasting. So we're going to do our final touches on our makeup. I'm just going to use a tiny bit of this La Mer bronzing and blushing. It's all like a 3-in-1 and highlight on my cheeks. Just going to give that a swirl. Just a tiny touch of that bronzing pink color on the apples of my cheek. And there we have it. Our last touch of our makeup on our glam Kim K inspired blonde goddess moment. Let me take my curvy grips out. How does it look? Do I look like Kim K? I think today I can get off with I can get off as one of the Kardashian sisters, right? If I was to go shopping just now. Hi, I'm from the Kardashian family. Do you like it, Tash?
Oh, I love it. You look amazing.
Isabella, look, me with blonde hair.
Look, that's Alev.
It's me.
Did you know?
Oh.
Wow, that's amazing. Your makeup's insane. I love it. Look who's that?
Hello, Alo. Do you like me blonde, Alo? I'm like your color.
It's Alev. I think he's in shock. He's like, I know the face, but I don't know the hair.
Oh, I just want to show you it really quickly, but I'll take a picture and I'll send you it, yeah?
Okay, wow, Red, love it.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
And I would love to thank Platin Peruk for this amazing blonde wig. Really, the texture is so real. Like, I'm so used to it now. I don't want to take it off. But yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for letting me use one of your beautiful wigs. Hopefully we'll get to create more different looks and maybe we can share more different wigs and makeups with you guys. So if you like this video, actually, there's a few things that you need to like. If you like this video speaking in English, please leave a comment down below because I'd love to have some feedback from you guys. If you say, I'll speak more English more often, then maybe we can do one English video a month for something just to mix it up a little bit. If you like me doing also celebrity makeup, kind of replicating celebrity makeups, and I can also do that as well, I'd love to have some conversation down below with you. And don't forget, at the start of the video, I mentioned that you have an amazing opportunity to try the application with Cambly'yi. So if you really want to develop your English speaking and get a little bit more practical and more fluent at it, then definitely visit the application using my ALEVKİM code. I think it's here somewhere. So I definitely recommend you to try that out, and maybe we can actually write to each other in English down below in the comments later on. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun creating one of the most iconic looks from Kim, and I love Kim Kardashian looks. So if you would like me to do another one with maybe her brown hair, I would definitely be up for it. That was really so much fun for me recording this in English as well. I've missed speaking English so much. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video.